Hey, it's Mozeen here, and tonight I'm going to show you how to 3-star square bases. So these are the typical bases you see with a big square in the middle, with the Town Hall and the Inferno Towers and a lot of other big defenses, with a big ring around the outside that tries to lure your troops in a circle around that ring. So these are pretty common farming bases, and people still use them in war because so many people still seem to struggle with these bases. So I know a lot of people in my clan do. So after you watch this video tonight, you'll be able to take this back, and it's excellent for farming. You'll see all the bases I'm attacking are in Champion League 3, and there's great farming in this league if you can handle these bases, because a lot of people just don't even try attacking them. So let me show you a few attacks. These are all on Town Hall 11s. We'll go to our most recent war log where I had a 3-star attack that I'll share. And this is the only attack I'll share where I have my Grand Warden. So he's level 19. He finished for this attack. And then after this attack, I started upgrading him to level 20. So you can see here I start out with a Queen Walk. No bowlers in this attack, but you'll see some in later attacks. And I start from this side because I want to go towards the Eagle Artillery. I can also take out the Barbarian King here pretty quickly, and look at that nice opening my Archer Queen's created already. So I started her off kind of in the middle. The key is air defenses on these attacks. So I want to get that air defense, either the right or the left, I don't care which. I want to get one of those out pretty early on. So you can see she's leaning towards the right, so I send in my forces there, a Golem, followed by my other heroes, some wizards, and then in go the Valkyries. And you can see I actually popped Life Aura very early here, just because my Grand Warden was taking some damage. So a little bit of a mistake. There are minions in the clan castle, and I actually put my 2 poisons a little bit close together and didn't get them all. My Valkyries didn't take my first jump in that corner, so I had to use a second jump, and they eventually do get into the center. And at that point, I've already used all my rages. So the raid actually didn't go as smoothly as normal here, but look how many Valkyries I still have alive at this point. So having that Grand Warden makes a huge difference. And you'll see I don't always get 3 stars on some of my other attacks without the Grand Warden, but look how easy this is on a near max Town Hall 11 base. So if you look up towards the top, you can see I actually had to use 2 tries on my jump spell to get my Valkyries into the center there, but they did go. And then there's plenty of Valkyries left. My Archer Queen, and I still have at least 1 healer, healing her up, keeping her alive. And they're going to clean up the rest of the space pretty quickly. So we'll speed through the rest of that. And then I'll show you some farming attacks. And I have, over the last couple of days, I've only attacked square bases just so that I could make this video. So you can see my whole attack history here that I have, all square bases and all 2 stars except for this 143%, which I'll show just for some laughs at the end of the video here. But you can see some 100%, good 2-star raids with a lot of loot. I'll show you this 95%, definitely would have been 100% with the Grand Warden, but I didn't have the Grand Warden. In my farming raid, I bring 7 bowlers. And I have the option then to either start with a bowler walk or a queen walk. And so here I started with a bowler walk because you could see I could get a nice 1 bounce and take out the air defense right from the beginning. And it's key to keep the healers alive. So taking out the air defense early makes a huge difference to keep the healers alive. If you can keep the healers till the end of the raid, normally you're going to do extremely well. So similar, I let them take the side out, then I send my army in. I always put my jump spell in the corner. And here you can see some skeleton. A skeleton trap pops up there and lures my Valkyries right to the center, which is what I'm going for. And because of that, there I was a little late on my second rage in the center. I think that would have made the difference and gotten me 100%. But I also tend to do my attacks on the opposite side of the clan castle. For that same reason, I want the clan castle troops to come out in the center of the base and lure my Valkyries into that core of the base. But you can see here most of my troops are dead, but I've knocked out the entire center and all my healers are still alive. So when I say that's key, I mean look what happens now. My queen can just walk around the edge, and with only 4 healers, she can take out everything on her own. And, you know, usually at the end of these raids, either a archer queen or a barbarian king or a golem or some combination of those and Valkyries are still alive and being healed up by the healers. So you can see only 95%, but a very difficult high-end Town Hall 11 base I was attacking, and without a Grand Warden, which would have made a huge difference. I'll show a few more attacks here. Let's show a couple 3 stars. So here we go. Again, I can do 1 bounce with my bowlers and take out that air defense right at the start. And I use a rage right away. Watch how much damage those bowlers do with 1 rage. Look at that. So I use the rage to help them stay grouped up. Here they kind of split apart pretty quick. Never really grouped up well for the healers, but they still took out that entire northeast side of the space. I have a very clear opening down here for my Valkyries to jump into the center. So a few wizards to take out that outside stuff, and my archer queen. In go the Valkyries. Again, I'm attacking from the opposite side from the clan castle. My Valkyries didn't use my first jump there. They're actually going around the outside. I missed the jump, so I used some rages on the outside to keep them going. And then they're going to jump in here, so some do jump in there. And my archer queen's up there taking out the core as well. So it does work out. Not as pretty out as I would have liked, but again, I have 1 healer that's still alive working on my barbarian king. So he's going to stay alive to the finish of this base, even though my archer queen goes down. So we'll speed this up a bit for the cleanup. And the barbarian king's just going to pound out the rest of this with a couple of Valkyries for the 3 star. Okay, another attack. Show this second 3 star here that we had. So here again, you can see that air defense right here that I'll go after. An archer queen wouldn't be able to reach this air defense, but watch the bowlers. Single bounce, right in and crush that air defense. So very easy. There's some locations where bowlers can reach an air defense off of a bounce like that. There's other locations where the bowlers won't reach an air defense and actually start with a queen walk. So that's how I determine how to start the raids. So in go the bowlers. They've cleared out a lot of that side. Not quite as well as some of the other raids I've shown. But here we can go in. A few wizards to clear out that outside edge. My queen's actually going around the outside, which is okay. Skeleton traps are in the middle. So hopefully some more will lure my Valkyries to the center. They don't, but right there you can see they got the massive buildings around that corner, and then the next logical place was to go center, and then there's those skeleton traps. So Valkyries easily clear out the center then. Use a second jump on the opposite side of the base to get them back out quickly while they still have some health and can do some more damage. You can see I still have 4 healers up. They're healing the Barbarian King and also the Valkyries in that bunch. So that's going to be a very nice finish here. I'll just speed up the cleanup. And one of those healers even went over to my Archer Queen, so not a bad little 3 star. Okay, so I showed those 2. You can see I have a 60% and 89%. Again, these are all Town Hall 11s I'm attacking without a Grand Warden. Just having that Grand Warden could have made the difference on either of those raids. Another 100% here that I'll play for you. This is an interesting base because look how far to the outside all 4 air defenses are. So very easy to take that first one out. And then if my bowlers make it to a second one, I can take 2 air defenses out and not worry about the second 2 because they're all the way on the opposite side of the base. And that's what they're going to do. So the bigger group of my bowlers goes to the south. My healers follow them. They're going to take out the Barbarian King here pretty easily. The nice thing about the bowlers with a healer walk is that they can take out a Barbarian King or an Archer Queen pretty easily without even using a rage. In go the Valkyries. I have the jump spell there so they can hop into the corner. There they go. And a rage in the center. I always try to get that. Sometimes I'm a little bit slow on that second rage because I also tend to drop a poison in the center too, or wherever the clan castle troops are coming. You can see 3 healers still alive, Golem with a lot of health, a Barbarian King with a lot of health, and an Archer Queen is full health. So pretty easy cleanup here. And we'll speed it up. And around they go. Once you get that center core out, they just have to walk around the outside edge on any of these bases, and they're only dealing with 2 to 3 defenses at a time, so pretty easy with healers, no matter what troops are alive. So that was that one. The last raid I'm going to show here is the one I failed on. Just for kicks here, I'll show you what went wrong. Okay, so before I play this raid, a couple things I want to point out about this base. Look where the air defenses are. I knew going in that this was going to be a tricky raid. It's a very high level Town Hall 11 base to start with. The air defenses are on the 4 corners on the very inside. They're located in a spot where I can't get those air defenses with a bowler walk, and I can't get them with a queen walk either. So there's a single Inferno tower, which is helpful. But the other thing to notice is that there's 3 expos all towards the southeast side of this base, which can really disrupt a queen walk or a bowler walk. So I kind of want to lean towards the northwest side, but the northwest side has both the Eagle Artillery, which is good, I want to take that out, but it also has the Clan Castle. And normally I don't want to attack on the Clan Castle side. So let me show you what happens here. So I start with a bowler walk because I can take out that whole corner, and I know exactly which way they're going to go. They're going to stay grouped up easily. And here they go. I don't even use a rage early on because I know right where they're going to go to start the raid. And things are going pretty well. But out come the Clan Castle troops, and it's Valkyries. So normally I don't pull the Clan Castle that early. I drop a couple wizards to hope to deal with them, but they just crush my bowlers. And I don't normally run into that. So I wasn't quite prepared. You know, normally by the time they come out, I have my Valkyries out. So I try to pick up where I left off and drop my queen in there. So we're doing a queen walk now, fine. I send in, so I want her to walk around the outside with my healers to keep away from the air defenses, but she turns back and goes into my hole there, and then she gets drained by the single Inferno, since she's all alone over there. In come my Valkyries and troops. Now they go towards the outside because there's no skeletons or heroes or anything to aggro them to the inside of the base. So they go all the way to the outside of the base and end up dying here on the outside. Nothing went my way in this raid, basically. So there's one for you to learn from. That was a really tricky base to attack from the beginning, though. So again, it's key to take out an air defense early. And I'll leave you with that. So guys, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. That would help me out a ton, and I'd appreciate it. And stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.